Well.
World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael. Ladies and gentlemen, folks at home, we are out here live as the reality of the God of War Ragnarok situation continues to unfold. That's right, folks at home. We are out here live as world-class emanates from Mother Nature. Okay, we are out here live, folks at home, in Mother Nature, and it is a bit chilly out here, to say the least, okay? So we hope you're having a fantastic day in your neck of the woods, folks at home. Today we're going to be discussing the current landscape of the world of video, okay? The current landscape of the world of video and how the ship has quite clearly hit the bottom of the ocean floor.
Lemon Lime Luki donated
$5
through Super Chat. Give me that slop in a way that makes sense.
That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate you. Lemon Lime Lukey coming through, popping that cherry. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. How's the audio, folks at home? Lemon Lime Lukey coming through and in doing so in a way that makes sense, popping the cherry. Let's get a W in this dead chat. Let's get some energy in here. Wake up, folks. Okay, get off the Prozac, get off the Xanax, get off the weed, because folks at home, we are out here. We are live discussing the reality of the situation. If you don't care, this is why this industry is in the shape that it's in, okay? You want to sit there and praise Sonic Frontiers when the damn game director came out and said it's not finished? Okay, go ahead and do that. At least God of War Ragnarok. And again, a huge shout out to Lemon Lime Lukey coming through, supporting the show, popping the cherry. But at least God of War Ragnarok, say what you want about it, is pretty much practically finished day one, at least more so than most games. That's the reality of the situation. So these Sonic fanboys want to come out of the woodwork and go, oh my God, Michael, I love Sonic Frontiers. It's not finished, okay? I played it. Tons of pop-in. It's not unplayable, but it's nowhere where it needs to be. It's a live service game in disguise. And it's so incredibly sad, believe me. Tom Brady has just concluded his game, okay? I was watching Tom Brady in the spandex, and I was having a lot of fun, okay? Watching Tom Brady in the spandex, it was so incredibly amazing, believe me.
Gamer D donated $1.99.
Lowball Dono right there from Lowball Lottie.
Let's get it.
Gamer D, hell yeah, bro, appreciate it nonetheless. We are out here live, ladies and gentlemen, folks at home. How is the audio sounding? Okay, folks at home, how is the audio sounding? We need top-tier audio out here, okay, because we don't settle for just okay. We settle for the absolute best out here, okay? So let me know how the audio sounds, folks at home, as the cracks indeed continue to show. We are out here live, ladies and gentlemen.
MJJX donated $2 through Super
Let's
Chat.
get it.
God of Snore, Ragnar Snooze.
God of War, it's over, folks at home. We are continuing to play God of War Ragnarok. Okay, we're putting some more time into God of War Ragnarok, and I can tell you right here and right now that, well, it is more of the same. It's a rinse and repeat, but say what you want about God of War Ragnarok, at least it is kind of finished day one, and that is actually a sight that you don't see too often. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate that NJX coming through. And we have played Sonic Frontiers. We have God of War Ragnarok. We are going to be covering, of course, the Callisto Protocol. We're going to be covering Need for Speed. We're going to be covering Dead Space Remake and so on and so forth, okay? That's what we're going to be doing. So the landscape of video is emerging quickly, okay? Believe me, it's emerging quickly, and people don't want to listen out here anymore. So what do you want me to tell you? You know what I mean?
Fable La Punisher donated $1.99
Let's get
through
it.
Super Chat. God of War Ragnarok is undeniably gutty. 10 tenths.
Well, it is much more so than Sonic Frontiers. I see people shilling Sonic Frontiers, and I'm not saying you can't have fun with it, and I get it. It's a Sonic game, you know, you're not expecting, you know, the Godfather 2 of video games with the fucking Sonic game. But ultimately, at the end of the day, when the director is coming out and saying, hey, by the way, guys, this is not finished, I'm sorry, but that doesn't rub me the right way. It rubs me the wrong way. You know what I mean? So I can't even say that Sonic Frontiers is worth the hard-earned money now, because ultimately, at the end of the day, they came out and said it wasn't finished. And clearly it's not. I mean, there's pop-in issues. It's so incredibly sad. But these Sonic fanboys don't care because they're like, you know, they're like, and they can't handle God of War Ragnarok because it's too much of a movie game for them, and they're on that TikTok ADHD. You know, it's crazy that they put out a game like God of War Ragnarok in this climate. You know what I mean? With TikTok being so rampant and the ADHD generation just becoming infesting the games industry. It's so insane to me how they would put out a game like God of War Ragnarok where these cutscenes go for 30 minutes long. You know what I mean? It is absolutely insane that they would put out a game like God of War Ragnarok in 2022, because I'll tell you what, folks at home, those cutscenes drag. That pacing is tough.
Jason Hall donated $5 through Super Chat. Daddy Simulator God of War Ragnarok.
That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that Jason Hall back in the fold here. Yeah, and it is so incredibly sad. Believe me, it's so incredibly sad. I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. You know, it's NFL Sunday. We played it last night for 50 viewers, okay? You guys got to start inviting some other people to the show. If you don't have any friends, go to the strip club, get her number, tell her to participate into the show. You know?
Cool friend donated
$4.99
through Super Chat. When are we getting games again? My PS5 is nothing a remake machine, and I'm tired of remakes. Even new IPs are just the same game as the last new IP.
Cool friend coming through. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate you. Well, look, at this point, I would say gaming isn't for you anymore, and it's time to move on, okay? Because the industry isn't changing, okay? It's never going to change. It's never going to be like it once was. Gaming got too big. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. So as such, they do what works, you know? They stick to that formula, they do what works, and that's the end of it. There's no holding out hope. It's over. And, you know, look, is gaming really that bad, or is it a boomer moment in here in the sense that you're depressed or you're too old for gaming? Because it could be those things, okay? Look, I'm going to admit it and say that that is the case. If I were, you know, a kid again, I would probably say gaming is the best it's ever been right now. You know what I mean? Just like I did 15 years ago. But ultimately, at the end of the day, as you get older, you start to realize that are these games really worth my time? And they're not. Most of them aren't. Most of them are not worth your time. And that's why Game Pass is an incredible service, despite having no software, is because a lot of the software that comes out these days is just like a disposable camera. You use it for about a day or so, and then you're done with it. You know? It's just the reality of the situation. It's the way the cookie crumbles. And people don't want to listen. They want to sit there and they want to go, well, Michael, what you talking about there, buddy? Hell, you ain't nothing but a clown. It's like I'd rather be a clown than a shill. You know? Rather be a clown than a shill. Duh! Hey there, mister. Who let the simpleton out of the asylum? Invite your friends, folks at home. We probably will do a gameplay show tonight. They don't usually have a big turnout, but it really depends on what you guys want to see. We could continue God of War Ragnarok, okay? We could continue God of War Ragnarok if that's what the folks at home want to see. We could also jump into Sonic Frontiers. We only played that one time. It was a total snooze. And I'm not saying God of War Ragnarok's not a total snooze, but look, at least it's finished. I'll give it that, okay? I'll give it that. At least it's finished. God of War Ragnarok is primarily finished, although we ran into a bug that was kind of game-breaking last night. But say what you want about it, it is finished. There's very little pop-in. It's pretty polished from my experience anyway, as opposed to especially Sonic Frontiers that runs at like 24 frames a second on Series X, and everyone's like, well, it's a Sonic game, you know, I got to cut it some slack. And it's like, okay, well, yikes. You do you. You know what I mean? It's like we think we have standards for quality, and then we come out here and we start shilling these terrible games. So you tell me how that makes sense, especially these unfinished games. Because going by that logic, you know, it's just like, okay, well, Sonic is great, it's fun, it's this, that, and the third. It's just a Sonic game. Cyberpunk, I guess, was great day one. I guess it's time to admit that too. It's time to admit that, too. Cyberpunk was great day one. It was a lot of fun day one, you know, watching Panam's ass in 4K and, you know, going to Jackie's funeral. I mean, it was all fun, right?
NJJX donated $5 through Super
Let's
Chat.
get it.
Everyone, donate $5 or pride flag, simple spell.
That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate it. NJX coming through. NJX coming through with the 5. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. We are out here live, ladies and gentlemen, folks at home. Tom Brady is over with, okay? We had to start before all of the other NFL games start because it's hard to compete with NFL on a Sunday. You know, a lot of these gamers in here aren't even gamers because if they were gamers, they'd be in here watching the show or at least playing games. And they're not. They're watching NFL Sunday. So there's just a lot of fake gamers in here. They're like, oh, yeah, I'm a hardcore gamer, Michael. I played this one game right here on Steam. It's a hardcore experience, you know? But deep down, I just love watching Tom Brady in that spandex. And, you know, I can't blame you. I love watching Tom Brady in that spandex as well, believe me. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I'll come out here and say I'm a casual gamer. I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm not going to put on this front like, oh, I'm this hardcore gamer that spent 400 hours in League of Legends. I've never seen a pussy before. Oh, my God, Michael. Guys, how are we doing on the audio? How are we doing on the audio? It says it's clipping. I have no way to know, okay, until I play this back. And if the audio's trash, well, that's going to be disappointing. Nonetheless, it is the way the cookie crumbles. But it should be pretty good, okay? Should be pretty good. And boy, oh boy, does this look ridiculous. You know what I mean? Looks like I'm holding up a fucking coffee pot or some shit. Like, hey, we're going to Starbucks and going to spend $10 on that latte. You know what I mean? Unreal. But at least at Starbucks, you can leech off the Wi-Fi, you know? We should just start streaming at Starbucks. That'd actually be a great... a new Starbucks every day. Let's stream this show at Starbucks. Plenty of gamer girls in there, too, you know? Holy shit, be a win-win. Don't have to pay for the internet. The gamer girl is already right there, you know? My God. Actually, sounds like a fantastic idea. Sounds like a fantastic idea. How are we doing on the audio, folks? Is it good? If it's not, you know, like I said, no way for me to hear this back. You know what I mean? But I think it's good. I think we're okay. And look, God of War Ragnarok. We put some more time into God of War Ragnarok. We beat the dragon boss last night. And I believe it was on normal difficulty. We beat the dragon boss last night, folks at home. We beat the dragon boss! Wake up! No wonder why you guys buy Call of Duty every year. You're like, oh, hell yeah, I want to play that Call of Duty again, but I'm going to sit around and bitch about it, too. It's like they don't give a fuck. They got your fucking money. They got you right in. Now you're going to play Warzone. You're going to buy the Joker skin for Warzone. Heath Ledger Joker skin, you know? Shit, I'd buy that, too. You know what I mean? But, look, you guys want to sit around and say hardcore gamer this, hardcore gamer that. It's like, what does that even mean? You know? Unless you're putting, like, 400 hours in Dota, you ain't a hardcore gamer. Okay? You're a casual gamer, and it's time to admit it. It's time to admit it. Has the quality really gone that downhill? Has the quality really gone down that hill? Or is it such a boomer-doomer moment out here that we just can't see the other side of the rainbow? Has the quality really gone that downhill? I'm not sure if it has, to be totally frank with you. I'm honestly not sure anymore. Really starting to question this whole, like, new fucking revolution of gamers that are just so uncontent, so unhappy with what is currently published. It's like maybe you need to go get a job at Starbucks. You can meet your wife there. You can leech off the internet. You know? Sounds like a win-win. It's LBGQT familia. Okay? So you can go in and you can not be judged. Sounds like a win-win. All right, I'm going to sit down and parody a Twitch streamer here, where we do nothing. You guys like that, don't you? I like it too. Sit around, do nothing. Best part of the show. How many people are in here today? 154, that's what I thought. We're going to have to start getting some energy back into the show, and I think I know how to do that. Of course, we're not going to spoil anything. How are we doing, folks at home? Share this out, okay? Look, if you want to take it to V, well, you can take it to V, but they will ban you. Let's get it.
Friend donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Get us excited about the industry, Mackle.
I will.
You talk, but don't have the funds to pay the bill.
I don't know what that means. I just bought Sonic Frontiers. I just bought God of War Ragnarok. I'm going to buy the Callisto Protocol. I'm going to buy... I don't know what you're talking about. You must be talking about a different show. But over here, we put your support back into the show, and if that isn't obvious, then, well, I don't know what to tell you. But look, at the end of the day, nonetheless, we appreciate that kind generosity, okay? Look, what do you want me to do? You want me to come out here and play my favorite games? We're going to be broadcasting to 5 viewers if we want to do that. No one wants to see Zombie U. That's one of my favorite games. No one wants to see Zombie U. They don't want to see me play through that. We'll get 50 viewers, okay? What's the point in that? Why would you not want to broadcast to as many people as possible, okay? How do you do that? Play something that's topical, play something that's fresh, okay? We're not going to go back to old games. This isn't a retro channel. I mean, maybe on Twitch we can, fuck around like that. But over here we have to stay pretty topical, otherwise we get lost in the mix and it's already bad as it is. So we could play Zombie U, we could play Shadow of the Tomb Raider, we could play Ass Effect Andromeda, okay? We could play all of those games, but who's going to show up? Very few. I mean, it's already bad, okay? It's already pretty fucking bad out here. 170 viewers. We're back into early 2020 territory. And, the progression has literally gone backwards, okay? Progression has gone backwards. Just apparently like this industry, according to these doomers in here. Okay, I look around on the internet, and they chastise me. They vilify world class because they say, oh my God, Michael hates everything. And I just love to know what internet sites they're browsing in terms of positivity in the gaming industry. I go on Reset Era, it's fucking doom and gloom. I go on NeoGAF, it's doom and gloom. I go on Reddit, it's a cesspool. I go on V, and it's a total disaster. So I don't know what you guys are browsing in terms of positivity. Even these Facebook groups are so fucking toxic. There's no positivity on the internet. So I don't know what kind of drugs these people are on, but obviously Prozac and Xanax, and just other hardcore medication to kind of get their mindset in the spot that it needs to be in, because quite clearly it's just a fantasy world for some of these people out here. They're like, well, Michael, you know what? This industry's the best it's ever been. And it's like, I don't know if I can agree, but I also don't know if I can disagree anymore. Because in here, everyone says every game that's coming out is total garbage. Everyone that says you can't have any moment of positivity. Because even if I mention a game that's great, they're going to say it's trash. To play Contrarian, okay? So if I made a video highlighting something, they'd say, oh, that detail doesn't matter, Michael, that's trash. Look, I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is a great game. Is it a perfect masterpiece? No. I got problems with it, and those problems, I've made plenty of videos about those problems. From years ago, before any of you guys showed up. From years ago, okay? So I don't know what to tell you guys. You know what I mean? Don't know what to tell you guys. If you want me to shill everything known to mankind, I will. If you want me to come out here and tell it like it is, we can continue to do that. But if you're not satisfied with both, I can recommend channels like Shill Up. I can recommend channels like Residents of Evil for the fake Resident Evil fans that are still clinging here. I can recommend a bunch of other terrible channels that have no content. If that's really what you're clamoring for. But you're just going to have to ask. You're just going to have to ask, okay? Let's get a 1 in the chat, folks at home. Let's get a 1 in the chat. And in fact, we're going to go ahead and do a poll out here. Let me know how the audio sounds. We're going to do a poll out here. And we're going to see how the cookie crumbles in terms of what people want to see here tonight. This is just a poll. It's nothing set in stone. But we're going to go ahead and do a poll here. And what game should we play tonight? Okay. What game should we play tonight? We're going to go ahead and do a poll. I can't even see the keyboard, so we're not going to even type correctly. What game should we play tonight? Here we go, folks at home. We're going to say Sonic Frontiers. We're going to say God of War. And we'll add another option there. Well, there's really nothing else out to play that's topical unless we want to go back to an older game. But I really don't want to do that because, well, that would be stupid. So we're just going to leave it at 2 options, okay? God of War versus Sonic, okay? I'm going to ask right here, and you guys can vote right now, okay? Nothing is set in stone, so even if God of War wins over Sonic or Sonic wins over God of War, it doesn't mean we're doing it. We're just asking here, okay? We're just asking, and we're seeing what you guys have to say. Continue to show people the show and let them know that World Class is live, okay? You don't have to, but it makes it more fun, believe me. If we had 400 people in here, I'd be jumping up and down like a fucking hyena. And believe me, you'd love to see that. I mean, we could do that right now, but it's just kind of awkward. You know what I mean? It's kind of awkward. It's like jumping up and down like a hyena in front of your girlfriend's parents. You don't really want to do it, but you can. You know what I mean? Hey, how you doing? Alrighty, let's take a look at that poll out here, and they are saying God of War yet again. Now, it's funny because they come into my God of War streams and they say, oh my God, this is such a fucking snooze fest, Michael. How the hell can you play this? You just sit there and do the same thing over and over again, Michael. And yet they want more, you know? And then they get mad at me like, oh, fuck, Michael, I thought you hated this game. I thought you said this game was trash. It's like, it's not about me. It's about what they want to see, okay? It's about what they fucking want to see. It doesn't matter about my opinion. Who cares? Okay, if the folks at home want to see me play more God of War, we'll jump back into God of War again. Okay, if the folks at home want to see me play Sonic, we'll jump back into Sonic again. It's that simple. It's not about what I want, but maybe it should be about what I want. All right, so apparently 48% on Sonic and 52% on God of War. It's supposed to say God of War, but autocorrect obviously fucked that up. So if you can't figure that out, then I'm not sure what to tell you. Folks at home, we are live. We are out here on NFL Sunday. Sunday Night Showdown. And we hope you're having a fantastic day in your neck of the woods. Like I said, what is our current rating for God of War? Did we push it back up to a 6? I think we pushed it back up to a 6. And then I also think we dragged it back down to a 4 out of 10. So it went from 6 out of 10 to 4 out of 10. I think initially it went from 4 out of 10 to 6 out of 10 to back down to 4 out of 10. Unless I'm not remembering what we had to say about it last night. I think it's a good game. Maybe not at full price. If you can wait a few months, I'm sure that game's going to drop. You know, copies at GameStop are going to be flooding in as people complete God of War Ragnarok. And Black Friday's coming up and this, that, and the third. But with that said, it's a polished game outside of that game difficulty bug. Okay, it's a polished game outside of that game difficulty bug. And, well, I was going somewhere with all of that, but I forgot what I was saying. So, let's take a look at that poll here. And they want to see, everyone hates Sonic in here. I mean, maybe no one wants to see Sonic? Did that really die off in one day? Because we had a lot of viewers for Sonic. Now, granted, we played it as soon as it came out. But, you know, look.
Beaver 1999 donated £1.79
low ball.
Through Super
Unreal.
Chat. Macaulay voted to see actual golf Tiger Woods.
Well, I don't have golf Tiger Woods. I don't know if they make those games anymore, but if they do, you can go ahead and let me know and we'll see. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate that. Coming through Beaver 99. We are out here live, ladies and gentlemen, as the cracks continue to show. How is the audio here? Okay, that's really the only reason why we do the show at this point. Just kind of like fantasize about just the perfect, ideal audio experience. I know it's weird, but hey, we like weird over here. All right, so let's look at this poll right here, folks. Sonic has lost. Okay, Sonic has lost. 131 votes, too. That's crazy. 131 votes. Sonic has lost.
Gamer D donated $1.99
Lowball Dono
through Super Chat. Get to the Niflheim puzzles.
I don't know what you just said. Can we talk in English in here? Okay? Jesus Lord. I don't know what that just said. I don't know what that means. Nonetheless, we appreciate it. Lowball Super Chat right there from Gamer D. Pretty sure at one point he came through really hard and really strong. We modded him, and then he said, oh, I suck at God of War. So I said, well, we're down to mod you. You know what I mean? So sad. Of course, I'm kidding. Or am I? What game we should be playing this month? Holy fuck, what did we even type in there? Nonetheless, God of War is seemingly winning. 138 votes, folks, at home. 138 votes, folks, at home. God of War, I guess we're going to play more God of War tonight. Out of 107 people that are in here, 198 people, rather. Holy shit, I couldn't see that one. Nearly 200 people in here, and people are saying they want to see more God of War. And then when I play more of God of War, they're like, this game's trash. This game's trash. You know, it's like they want to see it, but then they don't. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Like, I get it. If you want to see me suck at it, that's a whole different story. But people are not complaining about that. They already know I fucking suck at games. Though they get mad about that. They're like, oh my God, why do you suck so bad, Michael? You're not a real gamer. Like, what does that even mean? So you're saying disabled gamers are not real gamers because they're disabled? Is that really what you're saying? Look at my fucking eyes. Do you think I have the best hand-eye coordination? Absolutely not. Now look, we go down to that strip club. I mean, the benefit of having these eyes is we can see two strippers at once. You know, so it's actually a blessing in disguise, believe me. Alrighty, it's clear that more people want to see God of War, and again, nothing is set in stone. We'll do another poll for members only tonight. Okay, so if you are a member, go to the community tab. And if you're not a member, consider becoming a member, although YouTube doesn't make that pretty easy because there probably is not a join button down below. But if there is, if you would like to go above and beyond, we do appreciate that. What game should we play? And it's almost neck and neck. So we're going to let that run for a little bit longer, folks at home. We're going to let that run for a little bit longer, folks at home. We're going to let that run for a little bit longer, folks at home. Oh, man.
William Mackay donated £2 through Super Chat. Let's go, Mackle.
That's what we're talking about. William Mackay coming through with the 2. We are out here live, ladies and gentlemen, on NFL Sunday. And well, now it's neck and neck. Now you guys don't even know what you want. That's even worse. Now you guys don't even know what you want. It's literally neck and neck. You guys don't even know what you want. So now I'm going to have to just make the executive decision and say this is what we're doing, okay? You never ask the fans what they want because, believe me, they're going to have a million different opinions. I mean, imagine if George Lucas went to these fucking neckbeard Star Wars fans and said, hey, what do you guys want? I'm returning to the franchise after 400 years, and we're going to do this right this time, okay? You know, I mean, it's just so incredibly sad. We got a brand new member. That's what we're talking about. Rather, a member for 6 months. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. Member for 6 months, Prince Terra. But if George Lucas asked the hardcore Star Wars fan what's best for Star Wars, they'd have a million different answers. You can't take the fans' opinion seriously because they don't fucking have a clue on what they want. You ask the Halloween fans what should have been done on Halloween Ends, and they don't have a script. They don't have a fucking script. They don't have any idea. All they know is that it wasn't for them and that it didn't end how it should have ended, according to these real Halloween fans, okay? Oh, Michael Myers was barely in the film. Oh, my God, after 40 years, Michael Myers versus Laurie Strode, and that's how they end it? It's like I can make a channel fucking just like parroting the shit out of this stupid shit that I hear on the internet time and time, and maybe that's what this entire show is. Just maybe. Alrighty, so it is neck and neck. We're going to end the poll. We have not... There's no answer there. There was no definitive answer, folks at home. There was no definitive answer. So we ended the poll, and that was useless to do because you guys couldn't make up your mind. You couldn't figure out if you wanted to see Sonic, if you wanted to see God of War, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Can't blame you. Both games are pretty terrible. Both games are pretty terrible. Can't imagine shilling any of them. Because they're really one-and-done games, you know. Sonic's a snooze fest. You roam around this lifeless, empty, open world. It's buggy as shit. 15 frames a second.
William Mackay donated £2 through Super Chat. Is the difficulty slider still broken, Mackle?
I haven't... Well, we beat the boss. We beat the boss, and that was the only reason to actually change the difficulty slider because, you know, it was pretty tough. We wanted an easier difficulty option, and we changed it, and it didn't save. So I haven't fucked with it since, but I'm assuming it's still broken unless... yeah, it should be still broken. If it's not broken, then I don't know what was going on there because we restarted the game, we restarted the load save file, and it didn't fix it. So I don't know why it wouldn't be broken. It's probably just a game-breaking bug. In my opinion, I think it's pretty game-breaking because if you can't change the difficulty and you really suck at the game, well, you're probably not going to progress that far. Okay, you're not going to progress that far. So with that said, in my opinion, I think that is sort of a game-breaking bug, but it's still less buggy than Sonic Frontiers, where you have things literally rendering in front of you. And what really tipped me off is, you know, I read this article where literally the game... Is it snowing out here? There's no way. I read this article where the game director came out of the woodwork and said, literally, that Sonic Frontiers is not finished. Sonic Frontiers is not finished. The Faye Raven coming through, that's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate you. Brand new member. That's what we're talking about. The Faye Raven coming through. It's literally only $1 a month to help support the show, keep it afloat. You get some cool perks as well. If you want to sign up, of course, you don't have to, but fuck me in the ass. The glove just fell. Now it's all dirty. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unreal. Uncharted 2. We're not playing old games, okay? We're not playing irrelevant games. There's going to be a time for that, but there is a bunch of new games coming. There are a bunch of new games to cover. If you really want me to kill this channel, I can do that. But if you want me to play irrelevant games, it makes more sense to play them on Twitch, okay? And, you know, we haven't switched over fully to Twitch yet. But if you want me to play games that no one gives two fucks about, we can go do that on Twitch. But over here, we have sort of a... we have to be mindful of what's coming, and we have to be mindful of the current release schedule, because if we don't, well, we're just, you know, it's a competitive game over here. It's a competitive game over here, and if you don't cover what's topical, if you don't cover what's hot, you're lost in the mix, unless you want to cater to 5 viewers. which some people are fine with, but I'm not. Let's get it. Let's get some energy in here. Let's wake up, folks. Warzone 2 next week, okay? We're going to be covering Warzone 2 and the DMZ mode. I'm really excited about the DMZ mode, and I know people in here are going to bitch like, oh, that's just a ripoff of Escape from Tarkov. It's like, I don't care anymore. If it is great. I don't care because I'm playing it. I'm playing the DMZ mode on Call of Duty Warzone 2 next week. So we're going to be playing that. There's a few other releases as well that we might cover. Okay, there's a few other releases as well that we might cover next week. You got Warzone 2, you got the DMZ mode in addition to Warzone 2. There's a lot of juice there, a lot of content there. And in addition to that, I think there's like some stupid horror game coming out. And there might be another game that I can't even remember what it is. But there's like 3 releases next week. They're not big releases. But with that said, still new releases. Obviously, Warzone 2 is a big fucking release. And it's going to be exciting to jump into that. Because I do like my Warzone. I suck at the game, but sometimes it's fun to camp. And it's fun to watch the circle continue to get smaller and smaller. And it's fun to kind of like play it a different way so we can get down to the top 10 players and then die. You know what I mean? It's a lot of fun to do that. And we're going to see how Warzone 2 shapes up. Okay, we're going to see how Warzone 2 shapes up. Fuzan Matina. Hell yeah, bro. I don't even think that guy's watching the show. You know what I mean? He might not even be here, but if he is, we do appreciate that, or he or she. Play first of us. We're not going to play random games. I just told you guys that. I mean, unless we want to go to Twitch, okay, we're not playing random games over here. I'm not doing it, okay? God of War just came out literally 4 days ago. I don't care if you guys are bored of it. I don't care. Because you know what? Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's the biggest game right now, okay? To not cover that would be really stupid, okay? To not cover that would be really stupid. We have for literally over a decade been covering the latest games because that is how it works over here. Hey there, mister. Who let the simpleton out of the asylum? Look, in January, there's probably going to be some downtime before the floodgates open up in February in terms of new releases. And, you know, we might play something that is kind of irrelevant in January here on YouTube. But I don't know what you guys want me to do. I mean, if we were to boot up Shadow of the Tomb Raider or Ass Creed, Andromeda, or what have you, no one's tuning in, okay? There's no way that I can hype that shit. No one's tuning in. No one gives 2 fucks. Now, I've seen some channels that play the most irrelevant games and have literally 500-600 people watching. And they have barely any more subscribers, not less, but barely any more subscribers than I do, okay? And you tell me how that makes sense, because it makes no sense. And I am envious of that, because it doesn't make sense. So look, if, you know, I respect the hustle. I don't give a shit, really, at the end of the day, but I just kind of find it funny. DMZ is a poor Escape from Tarkov. See, here we go. We're just complaining already. I mean, you guys are never satisfied. When she comes and she sits on your lap at the strip club, and you're going to sit there and say she's too fat. What? I mean, Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? You guys would be terrible at a strip club because you would sit there and say, oh, she's not my type. Get off. You know what I mean? Like, holy fuck. You can't please a goddamn person in here. No one's pleased. It's bitch fest 24/7. I'm going to change this show to letsargue.com. Letsargue.com. About anything and everything. Let's just argue 24/7 in here. We can never agree. We can never see eye to eye. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Look, I want gaming to be great, okay? But at the end of the day, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I'm playing through these games, maybe not the way that you think I should play through them, and you say I suck, and it doesn't matter. I'm putting the fucking time in. We're defeating bosses. We're progressing. It doesn't matter how I'm playing it. It doesn't matter if I'm good or not with it. At the end of the day, we're showing you that we're playing the game, okay, and we're putting some time in. And, you know, we're experiencing this game, God of War Ragnarok, okay? Now, if we never played it and we came out here and just talked about it, that'd be a totally different ballgame. Then you could say, okay, this guy's full of crap. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I just defeated the dragon last night, bro. I just defeated literally the dragon last night. You think the real people were there to watch it? No, there was a bunch of bots watching it because they didn't even react to that fucking moment. I can tell it's a robot when they don't even react to big moments. That's why I shut the stream off. It's like, all right, whatever, dude. We just defeated the fucking dragon. I was like losing breath by doing that. It was a crazy event. It was a crazy moment. And you have zero reaction to the chat because there's literally it's infested with bots in here. You know, it's a problem that YouTube isn't going to fix quite clearly. We're not playing some indie game that 5 people have heard of, okay? We're not doing that. And I'm especially not paying for it. So if these indie developers want to reach out and say, hey, here's a free copy of this game that no one's ever heard of, stream it to your 5 viewers, it's like, all right, I'll do that. You know what I mean? I'll do that. But I'm not going out and buying some indie game that no one's ever heard of that I don't even care about. That just makes no fucking sense. I'd rather shut up and give EA my money for Callisto Protocol Remake. You know what I mean? She take my money when I'm in need. Yeah, she a trifling friend indeed. Yeah, she a gold digger. Way over time, my friend indeed. Those are the lyrics that I get out of that song, and I bet they're nowhere near that.
William
Let's
Mackay
get it!
donated £2 through Super Chat. Chat needs therapy and a shrink to cure sadness.
Well, I'd recommend going to the strip club. I mean, that's what I would do. If you're working hard, you know, sometimes you need a night to relax. Just go to the strip club, watch some women dance, you know, help them pay through their college. I mean, I don't see how that's really a taboo thing. They give you a lap dance, you know. That's what the men want. You're helping her pay through college. I don't understand how that's a bad thing.
Super Chat.
Let's get it.
There's a gamer girl in here saying she would date you.
Yeah, I really doubt it. Oh, you really think she's a real gamer girl? Oh, come on, bro. It's a troll. It's a troll. You really think there's real women in here? Why would women watch this show? Really, when you think about it, I mean, obviously there might be 1 or 2, if that. But here's the thing, bro. Why would women watch this show? Some fucking homeless guy ranting and raving about video games on a fucking park bench. I mean, that's actually fucking crazy if we got women in here. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. Gamer D coming through. We are out here live. Ladies and gentlemen, Goat Simulator. When's Goat Simulator coming out? Goat Simulator's coming out. We can play that. That's not really indie, though. Goat Simulator's not indie. That's like fucking Call of Duty at this point. Hey, you want to play as a goat and blow shit up? Well, then go ahead and purchase Goat Simulator. Now for the low, low price of $4.99. And here in Goat Simulator 5000, you can fly a UFO. Right? It's like Goat Simulator's a tech demo, bro. That's all it is. It's a cool little tech demo. I played that shit on Xbox Live Arcade back in the day, and I fulfilled my fantasy of playing as a goat in the Xbox Live Arcade demo. So I didn't need to buy it, you know? That's why they don't put out demos anymore, because you can basically fulfill you could satisfy your hunger, okay? Let's just say that. You could satisfy your hunger. When they put out that Resident Evil 4 remake demo, if that's still in the cards, I'm going to... That to me, that's when the game comes out. I don't need to play the rest of the game. I already played Resident Evil 4. So as soon as they release the demo, that's it.
Mr. Sweden, I donated
Let's
20
get
Swedish krona through Super Chat. Mackle, why do you speedrun God of Ragnarok Snooze Fest?
I don't know what that even means. Why do I speedrun? I don't know what you're talking about. How do I speedrun? Well, first of all, we got to make for a good show, okay? If you want to see me playing the game properly or some shit like that, that ain't entertainment, okay? Believe me, no one wants to see that. Unless you're like fucking XQC where you're really good at games or some shit like that. But ultimately, at the end of the day, no one wants to see that. So if we were to take our time and soak everything in, well, that would take a long, long time to get through. And everyone's already complaining, oh, Michael, this game's a snooze fest. Oh, Michael, I don't want to sit here and watch this. But then they click on the video knowing it's God of War Ragnarok and knowing that we're going to play through God of War Ragnarok. And then they get mad like, oh, this is trash. Michael, go play Elden Ring. Go play Sonic. Go play this. Go play that. It's like, bro, what do you want me to do? You know what I mean? And we're doing this off-topic troll thing, so we're going to have to lock the chat down here. Okay? We're going to have to lock the chat down here because we're doing this off-topic thing that is super annoying, okay? That's why I don't look at the chat. And then they get mad, like, oh, Michael, it doesn't interact with his community. It's like, I can't. I mean, look at my fucking chat. I actually got people watching my show, you know? So, as such, we have a, well, there's just much more of an incentive to troll since there's more viewers. Duh. You know? Why would a troll want to go in and disrupt a show that has no viewers? That makes no sense. They're going to get you out immediately. If there's literally 5 to 10 people watching a show on YouTube and you go in and troll, they're going to look at you and say, oh, it's a troll, blocked, banned, boom, done. You know, but we have a legion of trolls in here that just, well, they do what they do. We voted for golf, not God of War. Well, it was supposed to say God of War. Go shower, please. Nah, it's too much work. It's too much work. We don't have time. I'm out here slaving away my life to the internet strangers here. Okay, that's really when you think about being a streamer. I'm going to write a book on this shit all one day. Okay, I don't care. Look, it's insane. It's just an insane thing to do. I would not recommend becoming a streamer. I'm dead ass. Don't do it. And I can give you a million reasons why. Don't become a streamer. That's my advice. But Michael, I have a lot of fun playing this game for 5 viewers. I share the link with my friends and family at home. Okay. Might as well stream on Facebook then. Jeez. But I think we have a new idea that is probably just going to have to come to fruition. I think we're just going to copy Dr. Disrespect to a T. I'm going to copy the entire show, and it's going to get people talking. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I got the vest on the way. I got the wig coming.
Donated £2
Let's get it.
Super chat. The community will hold you back, Mackle.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. But we do have the vest coming. We have the wig coming. And I will tell you that... no, I'm holding myself back because we're streaming. Streaming killed this entire channel. It would be like if The Undertaker came out, and they did this, but The Undertaker comes out without the costume and without the gimmick, and he just comes out on the microphone and says, hey, my name is Mark Calloway, and I've been in this business for 15 years, and I'm going to call some people out in the back. They have literally done that. They have ruined The Undertaker. Now, it was only for one night, so, you know. But the moment we hit go live on this channel is the moment it died. Just saying. And if you don't understand what that means, then I'm not sure what to tell you, but I just literally explained it through wrestling. Stream Cyberpunk. Well, the 2-year anniversary for Cyberpunk is coming up soon. December, what is it, 10th? December 10th is the 2-year anniversary for Cyberpunk, so we'll do something for that. Hopefully we can hire a gamer girl. She can cosplay as Panam. I mean, I'd be down, but I don't know who's willing to do that. We got to hire her for eye candy. She'll just be in the background while I play Cyberpunk. You guys would like that, right? So the 2-year anniversary for Cyberpunk is coming up soon, and we'll see what we can do in regards to that. Infamous 2 is my favorite game. I never got into those games. I thought they were really bad. So this whole nostalgia, like, oh yeah, I love Infamous, and you have the electricity, the power of electricity, and you can make the good or bad choices, and pretty generic game. Pretty generic game. We're not doing Arkham Knight, bro. We're not playing our relevant games. I've already told you guys this. We're not playing our relevant games. You don't understand. This is why you guys have no subscribers and no viewers, because you don't know what you're doing. You know, show me your resume. Show me your subscribers. Show me your viewers. You want to sit out here and play producer and like, well, you know, Michael, I got a fantastic idea for your channel. Hey, let's play that game that came out 15 years ago that no one gives two fucks about. You know, that's just a great thing to do. That's a great thing to do. You know, it's already bad as it is playing these new topical big releases and having only 150 people come in. That's bullshit, bro. We opened up the lid on Cyberpunk. They didn't want to give World Clash the time of day. Can't do anything further from that. Play Callisto Protocol. The game isn't out yet. If you want to give EA a call and let them know that we are interested, then by all means. But, well, it's not EA, but whoever it is, you know, we'll see. But, you know, look, if I don't get early access to these games, that's why all of these people shill, so they can get early access. And it's just a big opportunity for a lot of these channels. They get early access. They can shill these games weeks in advance and get all this content ready. Like, here are the 5 best kills in this game. Or, hey, here's my fake opinion about this game, just to solidify my existence within this industry. And we're clamoring for likes, and we're pandering to the vast majority. We're pandering to the vast majority. We're telling them what they want to hear. I didn't vote for Trump. I voted for Joe Biden. Unreal.
Gamer Girls donated £1 through Super Chat.
$1. You think I could take that to the strip club? You're damn right I can, so we appreciate it. That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate that. Gamer Girls coming through. Hot and ready DLC folks at home. If you are enjoying the show, let's get a 5 in the chat. It's NFL Sunday. These numbers aren't actually too bad for NFL Sunday, I'm not going to lie. Usually these numbers are down to like 120 viewers, okay? And we can't really do anything out here with that. So we do appreciate you being here. Oh, jeez.
Dragons Oin donated $2 through Super
Wait, who's
Chat.
this?
Mike, you have bad hot takes and you know it.
Okay, so what am I supposed to do? Tell you what you want to hear? Am I supposed to be like Young Yeah? Am I supposed to be like Dreamcast Guy? Am I supposed to be like Shill Up? Am I supposed to be like all these other stupid idiots that have no real thought? That just want to play, play good to get in bed with these publishers? Is that what you want to hear? I'll do it. I don't give a shit. I'll do it. I don't, we don't have to play Contrarian over here. I don't give a shit. I just thought it was more interesting to maybe share a take that's different. But whatever, if you want to think that I'm playing Contrarian, that's fine with me. I think that's kind of funny. I ain't playing Contrarian, but if that's what you think, then that's what you think. It is what it is. We went to the moon, and NASA took us to the moon in 1969, and people still don't believe it, okay? It is a fact. We went to the moon, period, end of story. There's no debate. That is literally a fact. We went to the moon, period, end of story, in 1969. Yet you have people 50 years later saying that we didn't go to the moon. So what do you want me to tell you? I don't know if that made any sense, but I hope you're understanding. Michael, you got bad takes. Oh, Michael, I saw that Jerry Lawler video, and you know what, Michael? He should have power-drived your ass to the table. I agree. He should have power-drived my ass to the table. Then it would have got 1 million views. Jeez. Well, Dreamcast Guy has me blocked. Dreamcast Guy has me blocked. You know, we're going to have to turn it off $1 TTS because you guys can't handle it. $4.99 and up. $4.99 and up. Because you know you're disrupting the show for $1. Kiss my foot with that, bro. What the fuck is this shit? Actually, you know what? We could take that to the strip club, so absolutely we appreciate it. No one cares about these boomers in here. These doomers in here sharing this thought that the PS3 is better than the PS5. I don't care, okay? Yes, we get it, it is. But at the end of the day, it's not interesting conversation. It's not interesting conversation to sit out here and regurgitate the same old bullshit. Just go subscribe to Chromecast, go subscribe to channels like that will tell you that this new game is shit and this old game is better, okay? Because that's their gimmick. That's their gimmick. This old game is so much amazing, so better, versus this new game that had $200 million behind it. But when I do that, when I showed off Hogwarts Legacy, the door opening animation, they were like, oh, hell no, Michael. How dare you sit there and think that a door animation is going to make a game great or good? Oh, my God, Michael, you're so stupid. You really think that the new Hogwarts Legacy is going to be trash, Michael, just because the door animation doesn't last 2 seconds long? Holy hell, you're some kind of special person, aren't you? But if Chromecast made that video, if some other normie channel made that video, oh, let's hit that like button. You know, let's share that on Reset Era. The fuck out of here. They literally, that video is a parody. Like, no one got it. High IQ channel over here. That is a literal parody of that Gotham Knights video that I watched on stream like 4 weeks ago. It has the same title. It has the same thumbnail. It's literally a parody. And no one takes me seriously because it's like, oh, this guy's just some big fucking troll. All right, well, we'll run with that. Take off your hoodie. How much you gonna pay? How much you gonna pay? How much you gonna pay? The strip club ain't cheap. Believe me, she pulled out the wallet and she took everything that I had. I was like, I thought the dance was $50. Then all of a sudden she says, I work on tips, and I say, hey, honey bunny, I just gave you $50, you know? I mean, what are you going to do for me here? How further can you escalate this? I mean, jeez. Unreal. All right, start banning these stupid idiots in here that just want to mention irrelevant games. Start banning them, getting them out of here, okay? They have nothing better to do on NFL Sunday. I thought you guys were watching Tom Brady and that spandex, okay? You guys didn't have enough with that, did you? So now you want to come over here and start mentioning irrelevant games. Oh, play Infamous, play this. I'm not playing these stupid games that no one cares about, dude. Damn. No one wants to sit around and watch world class play these games that are irrelevant, okay? It makes no sense. Go ahead and play them. I don't care. Start your own little channel up on this platform and do it. You'll stream to 0 viewers. Trust me, you will. Well, we started up a secret channel where we're reviewing strip club. We're reviewing strip clubs because it's never been done before. So that's a world-class original idea. So that's why we're going to the strip clubs, because we're secretly reviewing them on another channel that's already up and produced. But I'm not going to tell you guys about it, because why would I do that? Of course I'm kidding. Jesus Christ, you got some stupid idiots in here. We went to the moon in 1969 and you guys aren't listening. Okay? You could sit there and JFK was assassinated in Texas. Dallas, Texas.
Merry-go-round.
And you guys want to sit there and say Lee Harvey Oswald didn't do it. Then who did? Then who did it?
Super chat.
Then who did it? If Lee Harvey Oswald wasn't fast enough to fire off those shots, then who the fuck did it? You know, I'm sick and tired of it, dude. It's just such a norm. Oh, Kurt Cobain didn't blow his brains out. Kurt Cobain didn't blow his brains out. Oh, come on. He blew his fucking head off. Deal with
$5 through super chat. Okay, seriously, give me an honest answer. Are you joking / trolling / acting, or actually being serious about everything?
But why does it matter? Why does it matter? Why does it? But why does it matter? When you watch a movie, you know that the Batman doesn't exist. You're going in and watching a fake fucking fictional film. It's all fake. It doesn't exist. When you watch The Walking Dead, you know that zombies don't exist in Atlanta, Georgia. The fuck we smoking in here? Why does it matter? It doesn't matter, because you go see these movies every week. You go see the new Spider-Man. But you want to come over here like, oh, Michael, if it ain't serious, I'm walking right out right now. Who cares? Why does it matter if it's serious or not? I never claimed to be young, yeah. I never claimed to be shill up. I never claimed to be this super credible reviewer, because that's boring. But to answer your question, it's whatever you want it to be. It's up for interpretation. It's up for interpretation. Oh, here we go. We got a troll in here. There's no mods in here. You know, when you need the mods, they're not in here. When you don't need the mods, they just fill the entire chat with nothing. You know, they fill the entire chat. They talk to themselves in here. You know, they dead. So we're looking for new mods right now, okay? Because these mods, they don't do anything in here. These mods don't do anything. They just sit there with that blue wrench and they're like, oh, I love myself. And it's like, that's great, man. We're glad to have you on board, and we're glad that you can mod the damn chat when you want to. But you're not doing it frequently enough. Got some losers in here today.
Why can't Sony admit it's over?
How is it over? You guys make 0 cents, bro. You guys make 0 cents. You're not making sense. You're not making sense, because you know what? At the end of the day, bro, they have something to show for it. God of War Ragnarok on PS4 and PS5. Xbox has literally nothing. Xbox has literally nothing except some probably indie titles that no one's going to play other than a bunch of simpletons, okay? So what do you want me to tell you? God of War Ragnarok is triumphant over anything that Xbox has, because they have nothing. Something is better than nothing, and you guys are still not listening. Like, oh, Xbox is in a great position right now, Michael. They just acquired this studio. Who cares?
The joke is up, donated £2.
Who cares? You know what I mean?
The gig is up. The joke is over.
It's actually not. We just turned it into something that's a lot more believable, and it actually worked even better. So I already told people this. I told people this on the Midnight Caller. I said I went to the Heath Ledger Wikipedia page, and he talked about acting, and he said basically if you can get people to believe, then, well, that's all you need to do. And I said, okay, well, let's just run with that, and it worked out. So the less acting you do, the better off you are, because people buy into that more than, it's over! Hey there, mister! The cracks are starting to show! Ha ha ha! Ain't no one gonna buy that anymore. So hey, we don't act. Except we do. That is the character. Ha! But I'm not going to keep explaining it because you don't listen, you don't agree, you don't care, so
through super
don't know what to tell you.
The Bunny Man says play Prototype 1 and 2 or else.
Well, for $2, we can't afford those games. They're not on Game Pass, so we're not playing them. I don't have those games, and I'm not spending $20, $40 on them. So if you want to come over and send them over, that's fine with me, but We're not playing irrelevant games that no one's ever heard of, okay? We're not playing these games for a bunch of fucking boomers and doomers, dude. Oh, this game was so great. It's like, no, it wasn't. It's got terrible graphics, terrible animations, okay? We've come so far. We've come so far. That's what you need to know and understand. What difference does it make, okay? I don't care what anyone does on this platform. If I'm entertained, I don't give a shit if it's real or fake. You know, I watched McJuggernuggets back in 2016 and I said, man, this is great. No shit, it's fake, but the kids all believed it. They're like, holy fuck, his dad's actually a psycho. Oh my God, he's destroying his game consoles. No shit, it's fake. Anyone can fucking tell you that, but it doesn't matter. I don't give a shit if it's fake. If my eyeballs are, you know, it doesn't matter. You guys go and watch fake movies all the time. You watch fake television shows all the time. You watch wrestling, which is fake. You know, you love all of that content, but you want to come over here and play like some weird fucking thing where it's like, oh, fuck this shit. It's fake. Oh, I'm out of here then, you fucking piece of shit. It's like, it's literally entertainment. But nonetheless, if you can't get behind that, then I'm not sure what to tell you. You were raised differently. You know, you weren't brought up right. Exactly. No one cares about Prototype. Literally no one cares about Prototype. I could stream Prototype tonight and have 5 viewers. Okay, we're not doing that. We're not doing it. Start banning trolls in here, okay? It's a troll fest in here on a Sunday especially. So start banning these people, okay? If these mods can't shape up, we're going to get new mods. Okay? I know there's some mods in here. They don't want to participate. Then why should I give you the wrench if you don't want to participate? We gave you the wrench for a reason. Utilize the wrench, okay? That's why we need Samurai Gaming on board. You guys want to bitch about Samurai Gaming. Like, literally, people cry to me and they say, well, Michael, I just don't agree with Samurai Gaming. I'm going to leave the show. Like, they're threatening to leave the show because Samurai... Like, I don't... Bro, I got a show to do. I'm literally looking at myself. Now, granted, we're glancing at the chat, and that's the problem here, is that we glance at the chat. But with that said, what I can tell you is that if you're literally, like, crying over... what is going on? I don't know what to tell you. I'm watching Hogwarts Legacy, trying to dissect Hogwarts Legacy, and you got some stupid idiots in the chat. They're like, well, you know, Michael, this is a fucking shit show in this chat. It's like, when is it not? It's part of the show. You know what I mean?
Jordan Dennis donated $2 through Super Chat. The Kumas run Sony, Michael. You?
It's over. It's over. It's so sad. Jordan coming through. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. Well, it seems like there's control in here with Samurai Gaming's on board, but when he's not here, there's no control. So I think he's actually doing a great job. I don't know what to tell you. Andy Kaufman back from the dead, baby. Exactly. We tried to emulate you, bro, but we failed. Andy Kaufman coming through. They couldn't figure you out either. Couldn't figure you out either. Alrighty, let's get a 5 in the chat, folks at home. Let's get a 5 in the chat. It is very nipply out here. It's very chilly out here. It's very chilly out here.
Spoda donated €2 through Super Chat. Play Infamous, Men Holding Hands.
Nope.
Play Infamous,
no,
Men Holding
not playing
Hands.
It. Nope.
Play Infamous, Men Holding
nope.
Hands.
Nope, not playing it. Not playing it, bro. Not playing that crap. Not playing it. It's irrelevant. Has nothing to do with anything. Came out 20 years ago. I'm not playing it. If you want to go see that, go watch Mike Mattel or some shit. Go watch Mike Mattel. He plays a bunch of retro crap that is irrelevant.
Link Mageful donated 5 Swiss francs through Super Chat. I hate this emotional trash talking in God of War Ragnarok. It doesn't catch my emotions at all and feels so artificial.
Well, I wasn't listening to any of the dialogue, so it didn't affect me. All I know is that Kratos is a badass, and that's all I need to know. I don't need some, 5-paragraph essay on why he's a badass, or some fucking exposition scene where it's like, oh yeah.
Ricky the Mad Dragons Oin donated
Let's get it.
$2 through Super Chat. Hope someone take her house away from you.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, but clearly we have a robot problem in here. Clearly we have a robot problem in here. Sad. So sad. We're going to have to get up and start moving the body because you sit here for too long and it just starts freezing up here. The body starts freezing up a little bit, okay? We've got to move around a little bit. We're out here live, ladies and gentlemen. We're out here live, ladies and gentlemen, as the cracks indeed continue to show. We do hope you're having a fantastic day in your neck of the woods on NFL Sunday here. Okay, NFL Sunday. There's a bunch of games coming on, so we're going to lose viewers very soon. But we're still here nonetheless.
Andy Kaufman donated £2 through Super Chat. William Mackay understands the show.
Well, I hope someone does. Because it'd be a lot of, it'd be cool if they did. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. Aaron Carter coming through. Look at this. Look at this right here. I mean, just this image alone is more content than 99% of Twitch streamers. Have you seen this before? I'm just going to ask you this. And of course you guys have because you're desensitized and you've seen the rabbit come out of the hat a million times out here. But if we were to get 200 new people in here, they'd be like, what the fuck is this? I guarantee you that'd be the reaction. You've never seen this image before. It's never been produced. Look at this. There's a guy outside. He looks homeless. He's got a studio microphone he's talking into outside. Like, this is literally something that you don't find anywhere else. And I don't know how to explain it further than that. That's not me tooting my own horn. That's not me being egomaniac. It's just like, this is different, and let's please acknowledge that. Doesn't mean it's better, okay? Don't confuse that with quality, okay? But it is different. And different doesn't mean better. I'll be the first to tell you that. Okay? Now, if you want me to unbutton, OnlyFans, coming soon. Okay? We're taking this to OnlyFans. But you guys better have that wallet ready, because I'll tell you what, if you don't have that wallet ready, well, we're not producing many videos, okay? It takes a lot of time to produce and edit, to direct, to set up the camera, the lighting, to go into post-production. It's an entire multi-day process. It's an entire multi-day process. Alrighty, first person to name the microphone that I'm using gets a shout out right here. I'm not going to repeat it. Let's see who's coming through here. We got to test these robots out, because I know robots aren't going to get this. Here we go. Robots aren't going to get this here. Oh, no one's listening. It's the robot show. No one's listening. All right, there we go. Looks like a troll too. Looks like a troll too. Gijor Armia. Gijor Armia. First one to get it. Took 20 minutes. Took 20 minutes. Because everyone wanted to play smartass. Well, Michael, it's a Telefunken U47. It's like, no, it's not, dude. You know? Hey there, mister. Who let the simpleton out of the asylum? What else do we have in here? Look at this. Look at this image right now, bro. This is like that one movie, Hobo Without a Shotgun. But of course you guys haven't seen that either, have you? Because you don't know good movies. You want to go see Marvel 500. You want to see Spider-Man 7000. The Hulk. She-Hulk 2, you know. So sad. So many Marvel fanboys. That's why this show isn't good anymore, because you got Marvel fanboys that have infested the show. So many Marvel fanboys have infested this show. They don't know what quality is. They can't get behind this. It's not like Marvel, you know. If we were to come out here and dress like Spider-Man, they'd maybe be a little bit more excited, but... She take my money when I'm in need. Yeah, she a trifling friend indeed. Yeah, she a gold digger. Kanye West, Zoomers. Kanye West. Actually, that part's not even Kanye West. Not sure who does that part, but it's a good job. Why are you desensitized to Halloween ends? I don't understand what that means, but that is an interesting question. Not sure what that means. Hobo with a shotgun. In a world. One man must come out on top. Meet Ben. He's back from the dumpster. And he's back with a vengeance. Hobo with a shotgun. Jamie Foxx, there you go. There you go. Some people in here know the song. I'm actually surprised. Guys, how are we doing on this audio? Hopefully it's good. The other day it wasn't good, and I was not sad when I watched these streams back, and I don't watch them back, to watch myself or entertain myself, but I watch them back for technical reasons, and I say, okay, well, how does this sound? And if it doesn't sound great, we are upset and mad. Ragnarok saved gaming. That's what we like to hear. Let's get some positivity in here. I want everyone to start being positive in here. I'm done with the doomer stuff. I'm done with the negativity. I'm going to shill every game going forward, starting with Callisto Protocol. I'm going to shill every game for the next year. We need some positivity in here. Let's get some positivity in here. God of War Ragnarok is objectively a great game. Absolutely, yes it is. Sonic Frontiers is a great game. Yes, it is. Callisto Protocol is going to be a great game. Absolutely. Need for Speed Unbound looks so revolutionary. Elden Ring deserves to win Game of the Year, but every other game does too. All of them are great games. Incredible experiences.
Jeremy Power donated 2 Canadian
Let's
dollars
get it.
Through Super Chat. Ever consider streaming Max Payne 2? Great game.
I do have Max Payne 2, but again, there would have to be a reason to do that. Maybe on the anniversary or something. That's usually when we like to play old games or something irrelevant like that. But, look, if we were to say we're playing Max Payne 2, I'm pretty sure we would only have 100 viewers in here. And I'm not saying that means everything, but look, it just doesn't make sense right now. Let's just put it that way. Oh, yeah, bro, appreciate that. Guys, my nose is getting red out here, and I can barely feel the hand that is holding the microphone because we're not moving it, so it's losing, I'm assuming, circulation. We're not making the... well, let's hold it with this one. Start moving this around a little bit. Oh, man. Well, I'm going to start shilling everything, and then people are going to get really pissed. Oh, Michael, you sold out, Michael. You used to be this, awesome critic, Michael. You used to call out these developers and say that this software wasn't ready. It wasn't where it needed to be. Now you sold out. You want to shill these products just like Young Yeah. You want to shill these products just like Dreamcast Guy. You want to shill these products just like... that's what they would say. I can predict it a mile away. These people in here are so predictable. They play... It's literally it's literally the contrarian crowd. That's what it is. Then they get mad at me for playing contrarian, like, oh yeah, you're just this big troll contrarian. And if I am, who cares? Isn't that fun? You do it too. I don't understand why you would, that's a common interest that we share together as human beings. Why would you put anyone down? Let's bond together and yeah, let's play Contrarian, dude. They like Sonic Frontiers, say it sucks. They like fucking God of War Ragnarok, say it sucks. They think the Police Protocol is trash, let's say it's great. How is that not funny? I don't understand. I think that's the most funny shit. And it's harmless. No one gives a shit. You guys are just fucking Debbie Downers in here, man. Let's get some positivity in here. Remember what SpongeBob said? Well, you guys are too young to know what SpongeBob even is, but SpongeBob was talking about it to Squidward, We got to get some positivity in here. All right, let's get a 6 in the chat. First person to get a 6 in the chat gets the shout out right here. Gonna wake this dead chat up in here. You know, like Dr. Disrespect says, wake up. Jeez. Shadows 99. Yeah, I agree. Dying Light 2 is a must-buy. No, Control is great. You're wrong. Control is great. Control is great. He made Squidward suit. Well, I don't know about that. Yeah, too old for SpongeBob. Well, I'll tell you what, that SpongeBob minigame, that Flash minigame on Nickelodeon.com was incredible, bro. You had to operate the Krusty Krab and flip the burgers. It was actually amazing. I played that back in the day. It was incredible. No, buy every game. You need to buy every game. Why would you not buy every game? If you have a video game console, why would you not buy every game? That doesn't make sense. That's like, installing a basketball court and then not buying the basketball for it. You know what I mean? Doesn't make much sense. Exactly. The GTA trilogy are better than the originals. Buy it. Absolutely. And you think I'm joking on that one, but I'm not. They are objectively better. The only people that disagree are the fans. That's why you never listen to the fans. In any sort of creative endeavor, you never listen to the fans. They have absolutely no fucking idea what they want. Just look at the Star Wars community. They're in shambles. They're still arguing about that shit that came out 6 years ago. The Last Jedi. Oh my God. Here's a 50-page video essay on why it's shit. It's like, I'm sorry, but holy fuck. You know? I'm sure they've written books on that shit. The new trilogy that came out in, 2015, 2016? Holy hell. But, it's Star Wars. I mean, look at George Lucas. I mean, George Lucas made a damn point. He created something that people fucking care about. To me, that's the most effective thing that you can do as a creative. Produce something that people care about. The worst thing you could do is produce something that no one gives two fucks about. Let's go. Let's get some more positivity in here. I want to read some more positive comments.
Keith Wolf donated $5 through Super Chat. Do you plan on covering Evil West?
Well, I don't even know what that is, to be totally honest with you. But people are mentioning that left and right, so we might have to look into it. I don't know when it comes out, but I'm assuming it's soon because people are mentioning it left and right. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. Keith West coming through with the 5. Keith West coming through with the 5, but we're going to have to take a look into it. Evil West. Let's get some more positivity in here. Star Wars has always been great. That's what we love to hear. Control story was amazing. That's what we love to hear, David. Fallen Order was amazing. That's what we love to hear as well. Great show. Thank you. You're an amazing streamer. That's what we're talking about. Love your show. Hell yeah, bro. Dead Island 2 is going to be greatness. That's what we're talking about. God of War Ragnarok is Kino. That's what we're talking about. Evil West, November 22nd. That's what we're talking about. Can't wait to show that. Evil West is Red Dead with zombies. Yeah, but is it like over the top? I think I know what it is, but barely. Infamous is a masterpiece. That's what we're talking about. Jenna Jameson. There's no way. Damn, you are a boomer if you know who that is. Hogwarts Legacy will be incredible. That's what we're talking about. Audio visual is spot on. That's what we're talking about. That's what we love to hear. Goat Michael intro. That's what we're talking about. Witcher Netflix is great. That's what we're talking about. Netflix produces incredible content. Subscribe now. Cyberpunk 2077 was great. Absolutely. I played it day one and secretly loved it. But I had to pretend otherwise for clout. Dead Island 2 will win Game of the Year. Absolutely. That's what we're talking about. Halloween Kills is a masterpiece. No doubt about it. Halo Infinite Game of the Year. That's what we're talking about. Game of the Decade, rather. Absolutely. Alana Pierce saved gaming. An incredible journalist. She's beautiful, talented, totally independent. Love her. Michael is hot. Thank you so kindly. Hopefully you're hot too. Do you like VR? How much you gonna pay? Elden Ring Game of the Decade. That's what we're talking about. Hitman is my favorite. That's what we're talking about. Dead Space Remake is going to be Game of the Year 2023. That's what we're talking about. Let's get some more positivity in here, folks. It is the positivity era. Jeffrey Dahmer is great. That's what we're talking about. Uncharted 2 is great. That's what we're talking about. Joe Biden is the greatest president ever. That's what we're talking about. Absolutely. Michael likes stripper. That's what we're talking about. Young Yeah is a cool guy. That's what we're talking about. It's an incredible channel. Alan Wake is a cult classic. That's what we're talking about. Todd Howard is hot. That's what we're talking about. Ubisoft has no bugs. That's what we're talking about. Dreamcast is the best. That's what we're talking about. Warzone 2 Game of the Year 2022. That's what we're talking about. Cyberpunk is a masterpiece. That's what we're talking about. Jeff Bezos is a nice guy. That's what we're talking about. GTA 6 will be mind-blowing. That's what we're talking about. Metal Gear Solid 5 holds up. Absolutely, that's what we're talking about. I'm excited for the Resident Evil 4 remake. Absolutely, that's what we're talking about. Elon Musk is sexy. Absolutely, I paid him $8 a month to get that verified check mark. That's what we're talking about. Michael is a virgin. Absolutely. Saving it for the right one. That's what we're talking about. Alana tastes like Skittles. That's what we're talking about. Young Yeah is the best. Absolutely. Go subscribe. That's what we're talking about. CD Projekt Red, the good guys in gaming. Absolutely. That's what we're talking about. Pro consumer. Love CD Projekt Red.
Mike Sean Williams donated $5
Let's
through
get
Super
it.
Chat. Michael, what's your thoughts on God of War Ragnarok? Do you like the game, and what's some things you like about the game so far?
Well, I don't like making content for it. I don't like streaming it, but I'd say 6, 7 out of 10 right now. But if we have to stream it, if we have to make content for it, it starts going back down to a 4 out of 10. I don't know how to explain it, but hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. Holy shit, coming through really hard and really strong. Eagle's Lair! Eagle's Lair! Holy shit, Eagle's Lair coming through really hard and really strong in the face of adversity. That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. Eagle's Lair coming through really hard and really strong with the $20 super chat. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. Eagle's Lair coming through and doing so in a way that makes sense. Let's get a shout out, everyone, for Eagle's Lair. You want to talk about positivity? Well, look no further. Eagle's Lair coming through really hard and really strong. You want to know how I got these scars? There's no way. Let's get it.
First name, last name donated £10 through Super Chat.
Holy shit.
Sonic Frontiers is a revolution for gaming.
Absolutely. I was totally wrong earlier about it. Just an incredible experience. Sonic Frontiers is an incredible experience. Hell yeah, bro. We appreciate that. First name, last name coming through really hard and really strong. First name, last name coming through really hard and really strong in the face of adversity. Coming through really hard and really strong with the $10 super chat. First name, last name coming through. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. It's the Positivity Club in here today. Holy shit. This is more like it, baby. The Positivity Club. You know? Woo! Let's get excited out here. The Positivity Club. Hey there, mister. Who let the simpleton out of the asylum? Guys, we got the Positivity Club here today. The sun's coming out. It's getting positive out here. Let's get positive, folks. Let's get positive. If you can't get positive, you can't get laid. There's the advice of the day. I mean, just think about it. You're going to the bar, you're meeting these women. They're not going to listen to a negative person, okay? They're not going to listen to a negative person. Have you ever gotten laid? by being negative in front of a woman. There's absolutely no way, okay? If you're trying to get her number, you got to enable the positivity, okay? You got to enable the positivity. She's got beautiful hair. She smells like roses, you know? It is the positivity era. And you guys aren't listening, but you are. It is the positivity era. We're entering a new era. It is so boring and so stale for me to come out and talk about the game and its problems. So now we're going to ignore the game and its problems, and we're going to shill. Just like everyone else on this platform. It's going to be so incredible.
Clad in Shadows
Let's get it!
donated $2 through Super Chat. Puzzles in action games like Go is revolutionary.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you're talking about something that's never been done before. Those puzzles are so unique, so creative. The team over at Sony Santa Monica has quite clearly hit that home run. Nobody can do it better. Shadows99 coming through. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that.
GamerD donated $1.99 through Super Chat. What time is the playthrough tonight?
Well, it's going to be late like it usually is, so make sure you stay tuned. I don't know what we're playing, but probably either God of War Ragnarok or Sonic Frontiers, if I had to guess. GamerD coming through. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. And we haven't even scratched the surface on God of War, so that would be a game that would take us into like fucking 2023, you know what I mean? Because that's a 30-hour game. And we're making very, very slow progress in God of War Ragnarok, folks. So that's what we're talking about. The positivity in here is just overwhelming. It's time to get positive in here. We're eliminating hatred, okay? No hatred allowed for anything or anyone, okay? No hatred allowed. Nothing but positivity in here. We want yes men, and we want people that chill, okay? No critical thinking. We want people in here that are positive about games, positive about people, positive about life, okay? We don't need more Kurt Cobains in the world, okay? That guy was a drug addict. You guys glamorize a drug addict. It's like, yeah, he made great songs, but at the end of the day, he was shooting up fucking black tar heroin. He blew his brains out. You know what I mean? We don't want that. You know? It's the Positivity Club. It is the Positivity Club. Free speech, go to Twitter and tell that to Elon Musk. Go to Twitter and tell that to Elon Musk. Go to Twitter and tell that to Elon Musk. We're not doing that free speech gimmick. We're not doing that free speech gimmick over here. SK coming through. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. Coming through really hard and really strong with the 5. And I missed it because they were getting me going crazy here. SK coming through. Hell yeah. Corey Barlog is hot. Well, absolutely. Why do you think I bought God of War in the first place? They should have put him on the front of the box art. Shit. Not a lot of Pierce. Corey Barlog. I mean, both of them are hot. Again, it's all positivity out here. But with that said, I do wholeheartedly agree. Corey Barlog is hot. David Jaffe's hot too. Why do you think I subscribe? David Jaffe's secretly hot. But to tell you guys, that's what we're talking about. All right, let's get a 6 in the chat. Let's get a 6 in the chat. The chat's already dying out here, okay? You guys are like zombies in a graveyard. Let's move the wheels in a way that makes sense. 6 in the chat. Let's go. Who's going to get it first? Alana Pierce is hot. That's what we're talking about. Again, Shadows99. Shadows99. Way ahead of the pack. Way ahead of the pack. Shadows99. David Jaffe is in the chat. Well, if he's in the chat, hopefully he got some positivity there. I was watching him play God of War Ragnarok, but he wasn't really commentating. And I could barely see his face. But it was still a great stream, okay? Nothing but positivity here. Nothing but positivity. Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, we went to the mural of Nipsey Hussle in L.A. I streamed it. Couldn't tell you what stream that's in, but it's there somewhere. We went to the Nipsey Hussle mural. It's right next to the safe. Actually, I know when it was because we went to that damn McDonald's and they told me to get the fuck up out with that camera. We went to the 2-star McDonald's. I think it was during Anime Expo. Pretty sure that's what it was because that would be a reason to be down at the Staples Center there. And with that said, we went down to the worst McDonald's that I've ever been in. It had 2 stars on Google Maps, but I was starving. And we walked in and my God, immediately hounded. Sir, this is McDonald's. It's like, I know, I'm here to get my order and leave. Had to play his importance up over mine. But if The Rock came in there with the fucking camera, oh, holy shit, it's Dwayne Johnson. They got to move the goalposts when they want. It's sad. Yeah, Batman died. It's so sad. No, Shillup is a great reviewer. He tells it like it is, right down the middle. He's not a shill. Shillup is the best reviewer in the business. Very thorough reviews, incredible content. You're going to love it. Okay, that one got me. David Hinkle? There's no way. Hey, David Hinkle is incredible. I'm not even kidding. David Hinkle is a great guy. Whoa! Why is this guy a mod? Now you're taking it too far. Why is this guy a mod and saying shit like that? The fuck? Hey, you. You want me to reenact? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I was just thinking of something, but I'm not going to do it. Dreamcast Kai is hot? Absolutely. Bro, he's got a girlfriend that's hot as hell. Like, if he can pull in a girl, then what are we doing over here? I mean, holy shit. I'm going to be dead ass with you. Look, as hot as Dreamcast Guy is, I'm on a whole nother level. Okay? I'm on a whole nother level. Jesus don't want me for a sunbeam. Don't expect me to cry. Don't expect me to lie. Don't expect me to die for you. Jesus don't want me for a sunbeam. Jade wants to date you. I don't know who Jade is. Probably a troll in the chat. You guys are really that naive? Holy shit. You really think there's a gamer girl watching? Ain't no fucking way, bro. They're all men looking for attention. Like, oh, Michael, let's convince Michael that I'm actually a female. And then I'm here to be the gamer girl. Ha ha ha. It's like, no, dude, you're a 40-year-old virgin in your parents' basement surrounded by Cheetos, and I am as well, so I'm in there right with you. But misclick. Oh, man. Woo! Shit, we're taking the hood off now. It's getting hot out here. Ooh, misclick. Damn. Actually, let's put the hood back on. We looking pretty homeless out here. Maybe she's watching. Who knows? Woo! Misclick. Damn. You feed us lies from the tablecloth. La 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 la. Everybody's going to the desert, have a really good time. Dancing in the desert, blowing up the sunshine. What is that song? Who wrote that shit? Fucking on LSD writing that shit. Let's get it. Let's get a 9 in the chat. You guys are slowing down out here. Tom Brady must be back on. Jeez, game didn't end. Hey there, mister. Who let the simpleton out of the asylum? Who let the simpleton out of the asylum? I don't know Bob Dylan. Actually, I do. You guys ready? Let's do some Bob Dylan out here. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Mama, please, could you say to me, I'm knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. I think that's Bob Dylan. If it ain't, it's probably a cover or some shit. But I'm pretty sure that's Bob Dylan. Let's get it. Slipknot did not die after Iowa. Slipknot did not die after Iowa. Huh. Rip Bob Dylan. It's over. Hey there, mister. Who let the simpleton out of the asylum? Let's go. I need this chat moving a little bit quicker. There's 250 people in here. There's 5 people chatting. Okay, tell me how that makes sense. Bald Lesbian coming through.
Bald Lesbian donated $1.99 through Super Chat. What if Misclick got stuck in the dryer?
No, what do you... Well, we would help. We would help. There's no way. Isn't that Guns N' Roses? No. That is not Guns N' Roses. They might have covered it, but that's not Guns N' Roses. Hey you, pretty little sister. Wake you, dirty little sister. And between your legs, turn it up. A lonely life when no one understands you. A lonely life because the music do. Because the music do, and I am so cool. Look at me, I am the best. I am cool. I played Elden Ring all day. Hey you, you are so awesome. Look at you now, look at this, what if I am so cool right now. Turn it up. Alrighty, folks, we need to keep moving the chat to continue the live show. Because I'm falling asleep out here and I'm looking directly at this chat, and that's the problem. We got to turn it off. You guys can't move it fast enough, we're out. But out here for an hour and 33 minutes, it's plenty of time. And literally, we're snot's draining down the nose. We can barely feel the hand that's holding the microphone because it's not moving. And we are losing battery nonetheless anyway, so. Well, we're doing a cover right now. There's the cover. Everyone does that, like, oh, I'm bad at cooking. I'm going to make a cooking show. Let's watch that. I'm bad at cooking. I'm going to make a funny cooking show. Wow, so original, you know? Someone who's bad at cooking. That's like 99% of people. You know what I mean? Why do you think they employ chefs and they pay them $200 an hour to make that sushi in the back? The fuck you guys smoking? Oh, that's so funny, Michael. Yeah, it's funny for about 5 seconds. Oh, a bad chef gets in the kitchen. What could go wrong? Oh, my God, Michael. He got a stove in the fire. The oven's on fire, Michael. What's he gonna do? Well, I wouldn't know what to do. Throw water on it? I don't know. That's how you extinguish the fire. What are your plans for Christmas? Well, hopefully we're gonna go down to the strip club, and they got a Christmas special going on. It's gonna be incredible. It's gonna be incredible. The chat is slow because your mods banned everyone. That sounds like bait. It sounds like bait. Even banning YouTube Premium members. You could still be a member and banned. Because I subscribe to Residents of Evil and they have me banned. but I can still member up to their channel. So if they really wanted to support, it doesn't automatically mean that they're not a member just because they're banned in the chat. Because I'm banned from Residents of Evil, and I still became a member. Didn't get the notification or the shout out, but it didn't matter to me because I said, okay, the content is good. I'm subscribing for 1 month at least. Okay, I subscribed to Residents of Evil for 1 month, and we've had some back and forth with them. And it doesn't matter. The content is good. I don't need them to personally like me. I don't need the shout out. I don't need the validation. I don't need the approval. It's not a game of attention. It's a game of, okay, they made the content that I want to see. I'm supporting it. Nothing further from that. I mean, you know, nothing more than that. So I don't care. I don't give a shit if they ban me. I don't care if they hate me. I don't give a shit if they're watching right now and they say, holy fuck, now we're going to unmember that guy. Oh, you can, but, you know, it's just one of those things. This channel has grown since Dying Light 2. I don't know what that means. Maybe subscribers, but barely. Probably like 5,000 subscribers since earlier this year, if that even. What movies are you looking forward to? Well, Avatar 2 is coming, whatever it's called, The Way of the Water. Okay, Avatar 2. James Cameron's back in the pilot seat. Okay, James Cameron's coming out of the woodwork. It's 3 hours long, and the Marvel fanboys are complaining. The Marvel fanboys are complaining about James Cameron's Avatar 2, and they're saying it's 3 hours long. It's way too long. I'm not sitting my fat ass in that theater for 3 hours long. But when they go see Spider-Man 4, they're going to be like, oh my God, it's 4 hours long. I'm so excited, Michael. You know, just so hypocritical, these Marvel fanboys. Yeah, but they banned me before I became a member. They literally had me banned before I became... You're not understanding. You don't understand. It's okay. S887, member for 4 months. Hell yeah, bro. I wouldn't support them. Well, that's you. I mean, I don't care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about a personal connection. I don't need, like some people in here, I'm just going to be honest. Some people in here need the validation. They need the approval. They want the shout out. And, you know, I'm fine with that. I don't care. But if we say something that they disagree with, or they start DMing me and we don't get back to them with DMs, they start like getting crazy. Like, oh my God, Michael didn't reply to my message. Therefore, bro, in 2018, when we were... Oh, man. Look, in 2018, when I was covering Spider-Man 2018, I responded to no DMs. And back then, we were getting a ton of DMs. Like, who the fuck is this guy? What's wrong with you? You were dropped on your head as a kid. And it's like, we even got a DM from Ricky Berwick. And I never responded to it because it ruins it. Once I start chatting with people on the internet, it ruins the entire bit. Because I wanted them to believe that this guy is actually crazy. And now you could see that that's actually the case and not an act. Hey you, twisted twister. I'm not one of the biggest haters on the internet. I'm not one of the biggest. How am I a hater? I've talked to producers, executive producers of Electronic Arts. Kiss my foot. How the fuck am I a hater, you stupid idiot? I've talked to executive producers. How am I a hater? If anything, I'm more of a game designer than a player, if that makes any sense.
Lesbian donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Nerf this. Speedy,
I don't know what that means. Speedy, I don't know what that means. Speedy. Well, we didn't break it. We just evolved it, and it's actually working more effectively now than it ever has. So, might not be as entertaining, but we've evolved it into a point where it's just, you know, we're basically the Macho Man. If you read up on the Macho Man, he lived it. Let's just put it that way. So, and you know, I'm out here with hours and hours on end with strangers on the internet. So you kind of have to just live it because we don't have a life outside of this. So, really, to be honest, I mean, that's the dead truth. I mean, any streamer that's telling you otherwise is full of shit. You think XQC has a life outside of streaming? How can he? He's streaming for like 13 hours a day, bro. And I got to commend him for that. Like, I don't know how he does it. But then again, he doesn't do anything. He just literally sits there. He can literally have the camera rolling and he'll sit there and do nothing. He doesn't have to do what we're doing here. Try Twitter. I don't know what that means. I'm literally on Twitter and we just got verified from Elon Musk, by Elon Musk. So, yeah, it's pretty cool over there. That was a great interview. The new Monsters movie is incredible. That's what we like to hear. That's what we're talking about. Why lie about killing the dragon? I don't know what that means. There's literally a stream on the channel, okay? We literally killed the dragon, bro. Okay? We literally killed the dragon. Oh, the 2080 is getting old, it's over? No, that's not true. That's not true. That's NVIDIA trying to convince you that the 2080 is bad. If you got a 2080, that's pretty fucking good. I mean, for 1080p anyway. Obviously, if you're trying to do 4K or some shit like that, you can forget it. But you could barely do 4K on the 4090. And even if you can, you got to buy a new power supply. It's going to cost a crazy amount to run the damn rig. You know, it's insane. Well, I don't know how to do game design. I mean, I can creatively tell people what I think is neat. But, I mean, that's just... There's not much there as a creative director, I don't believe. You would have to know someone within the industry. But everyone's got ideas on how things could be better. But I look at things from a different perspective. I look at things and I say, okay, if that animation is lifeless, well, then we have to go back to the drawing board and fix it. You know, I'm basically anal about small things in games, and that's kind of how Rockstar is. That's kind of how Rockstar is. You know, they get mad at me. They're like, oh, Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy, that video is so fucking stupid. But then they make a video about GTA 5 having all of these crazy details that don't matter. They make videos about Red Dead Redemption 2 about the horse testicles and how they shrink in the cold weather. Okay, those details apparently matter, but when I point them out, they don't. Okay, that's literally cyberbullying. Okay? Kiss my foot with that shit. I'm going to turn the comments off until we can get new comments in here from people that don't know of this channel. And then they can actually speak their mind, because you got a bunch of people like, oh, it's over, Michael. Oh, my God, Michael. Oh, Michael. It's like, if you want to come over here and kiss me on the ass, that's fine, okay? But, you know, let's just start agreeing. CD Projekt Red is better than Rockstar. 2080 is still good. It is. I don't have a 2080. That's pretty fucking good. And that should last you for the next 5-10 years at least, unless you're trying to do something crazy with it. Like a 1080 Ti is still pretty good. A 1080 Ti is still pretty good, and that's like, how old is that? It's like 2 generations, 3 generations ago, right? Something like that. I want to kiss you, period. Well, hopefully you're hot. I mean, you know what I look like. You know how we act out here, so, I don't know who you are. See, that's the unfair advantage from my perspective. It's like I'm just looking at anonymous users on the internet here. You know, it's not like Facebook where you can see people's profile pictures and stuff like that. It's just a bunch of cartoon characters on here, and they're like, oh, Michael, I'm a real human being. Oh, Michael's a piece of shit to me. And it's like, dude, I don't know who the fuck you are. You're an anonymous person on the internet, bro. You're a stranger. You know, if a stranger comes up and says, hello there, mister. You know, I mean, we'll say, hey, how you doing? But if a stranger comes up in real life and they say, you know, hey there, mister. Who let the simpleton out of the asylum? We might have a different reaction. I don't know who that is. You know? They taught that in Sesame Street. They taught that in Sesame Street, bro. Hey you, twisted transistor. You shove it between your legs, turn it up, turn it up. A lonely life when no one understands you. But don't give up, because the music do, music do, music do, music do. Because the music do, and I am so cool inside you. Hey you, twisted transistor. She loves. Does she love? Hard to tell.
Eagles Lair donated £10 to the
Eagles
super
Lair!
chat.
Let's get some
Despite
higher.
this chat, we need to get some Xbox fanboys in here. Imagine having to wait for nearly 3 years for the winter update for Halo and expecting co-op. We need 2 shells defending that.
I agree. I think we need a lot more. We need PlayStation fanboys in here, more of them. We need Xbox fanboys in here, more of them. Be a lot more fun. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. Eagles Larry coming through with a 10. And that's how really this show works at its best, when we get people in here that don't agree. Because you got so many of these doomers in here. You got so many of these people in here that just say, fuck gaming, it's trash. And, you know, granted, a lot of people don't agree with God of War, my take on that, and, you know, Sonic Frontiers. But they're disagreeing in the sense that it's like, okay, whatever. No, we need people in here that say, you're fucking wrong about God of War Ragnarok. You're a fucking dumbass. You know, we need that sort of argumental level. Because if we don't, there's no show here. Like, I'm not asking for Harvard-level debates, okay? That's boring as fuck to me. You get some stupid idiot in here, hey, Michael, you're objectively wrong, and this is why. It's like, that's not fun. But if we're going to go back and forth in a way that makes sense, you know, you got to pass the vibe check in here, okay? If you don't pass the vibe check, then you can go back to the hole you crawled out of. Because Miss Click is coming onto the show. Spoiler. Kidding. Could you imagine? Streamers don't like interacting with other people because I'll tell you what, this is something that isn't talked about, but streamers are lonely people. I don't know if anyone has written a book on streamers, but they should start doing that. Sometimes I look at streamers and I say, this person needs help. Like, I'm not even, you can just tell. Whether it's a bit or not, it doesn't matter. You can just tell based off of the length of time that they're streaming with strangers on the internet. It's like, I don't know how to explain this, but like you're it's like Aaron Carter, bro. Aaron Carter was streaming on TikTok, and I was actually in his TikTok, and I sat there and I watched that, and I said, there's just something not right here. Why would Aaron Carter be streaming to random strangers like every day on TikTok? Why would someone like that do that? Like, there has to be something not right. I mean, you know, obviously, you know, his prime was long past him, but it doesn't matter. I mean, he's still Aaron Carter. Like, I don't understand why he would. And I think that killed him. I honestly think that killed him. When you're a slave to this and you just stream to strangers on the internet, like, yeah, that's going to fucking kill you. I don't think it was the drugs. I think it was doing this. I think that's what killed Aaron Carter. I think doing this as often as he did killed him. I think that killed him. Dead ass. I think it killed him. I think that's why he had to resort into doing drugs. To cope with this shit. Because he was obviously alone. That's why they say, you know, look, you hate high school when you're in it, but looking back, you were surrounded by people constantly. You know, you were surrounded by your best friend. You had a support system. Yeah, it was shitty, but, you know, at the end of the day, it wasn't lonely. You know what I mean? It wasn't lonely. So you were surrounded by people daily. You were forced to communicate with people for the most part. You were forced to communicate with people, talk to the teacher, you know. And when that's over, you're like a chicken without its head, roaming around aimlessly. And there's another streamer that's, you know, there's another famous streamer that's sort of like that too. I'm not going to say who it is because I respect the hell out of him, but you could just tell that it's really sad. I don't know how to explain it, but we need a Michael Does Life Dreamcast collab. Well, he blocked me on Twitter. So it isn't going to happen. All right, let's let this turn into a Debbie Downer stream, guys. Let's get 6 in the chat. 666. Let's get this chat moving. Holy shit, we're on low battery now. We're getting very close to it here. Looking awfully low. Let's go. Let's move it. There's 200 people in here nearly. Actually, there's 264 people in here and 5 people chatting. These are fake numbers, bro. Fake numbers. Ain't no fucking way.
Bald lesbian donated $1.99 through Super Chat. High school was the peak in my life she never loved.
There's no way. Well, I mean, it was kind of more fun, even though it was shitty. It was kind of fun. I mean, yeah, I got bullied in high school daily. But looking back, I loved the attention. So little do they know, the bullies, that it was actually helping. Because when they didn't give me the attention, it was lonely. So did you like God of War Ragnarok or not? Well, I would say 6 or 7 out of 10. But, you know, it's hard to explain. I think I would have loved Elden Ring a lot better if I had to not make content for it. But, you know, if we're just buying these games and playing them offline, then we're wasting time, because unless we get early access, you know, 18-wheeler. Alrighty, the positivity went away quick. Yeah, the positivity went away quick, didn't it? Holy shit, that quick. The positivity just went right out that window, didn't it? Just can't help myself. Woo! Man, the positivity really went away so fast. I even forgot about we did that. Alrighty, the chat's dying, so we're probably going to end the show here, unless we can maybe get one last wave of energy in here, okay? We do have officially low battery now. Low battery, folks. So we don't have much time left anyway. Don't be sad, man. It's going to be all right. Positive vibes. I don't know what that means. Well, they physically bullied, too. It wasn't just mentally. It wasn't like, you're a piece of shit, you're a loser, you got weird eyes. It was more like, not knock me out, but we're going to, like, push you into the locker in high school gym. But, you know, I mean, you just kind of found a way to work around it. Really, to be honest, you kind of found a way to work around it. And when it wasn't there, it was like, damn, that's, it's lonely. No one's giving me the attention. What do you think I turned into an egomaniac, you know? The bullies made me that. Like, someone wanted to bully me, they actually just invested so much time into doing that. They put aside some time to give world-class attention. See, you know, really, when you really break it down, it's pretty crazy. And it continues in here. Never changes. Hey you, twisted transistor. Why did you not like God of War? Well, I've already talked about it in here time and time again, so that's so terribly sad. Well, it's not that crazy. You know, it's not like I was knocked over the fucking head but I was trying to open up my locker and they would, hit my hand and I'd have to restart it. It was just stupid shit like that. And I didn't want to tell because it only makes it worse if it gets back to the bully. So you have to creatively think about, okay, how are we going to figure this out? You either get to the gym locker room early and hope that he's not there, or you go late. Because if you snitch and the bully finds out, it's only going to make it worse. So you just kind of have to work around it. And that, I don't know who Jade is. I'm not seeing a Jade in the chat. You guys are making up gamer girls now, bro. There's no Jade in the chat, bro. There's no Jade in the chat. Yeah, but it wasn't like they were knocking me out in the locker room, bro. It was weird shit. It wasn't like they were like punching me in the stomach or shit like that. It was just like weird shit, bro. It was like, they would wait until I opened up my locker and then grab my gym shorts and throw them across the locker room, and then I'd have to run in my underwear to go get them, and and then they would take my lock so I couldn't lock the lock. It was just really weird fucking shit, like just, mentally disturbing shit. Psychological, it was really fucked up shit, man. But, you know, you just found a way to work around it. Sometimes you would just give them the attention, so that's, you know, because that's what they were looking for. They were looking to laugh. They were like, oh, let's see Michael get mad, and let's see that face. And, you know, we put on the face, and sometimes that would actually work. They'd be like, all right, like that ass. It would just be that, so. You guys are making up, there's too many robots in here. We're ending the show. Let me see the percentage on the battery. Hopefully the audio was good today. That's all that matters. 7%. All right, we're going to go for a few more minutes, and we're winding this one down. And we will probably be back later tonight with with either God of War Ragnarok, continuing that, or Sonic Frontiers. We haven't jumped into Sonic Frontiers since it came out about 4 or 5 days ago. So we'll see. I don't see a Jade in here. You guys are making up all of this stuff. Okay, we're going to start banning people in here. Then they get mad like, oh, Michael, why are you banning me? It's like, you're making things up. There's no Jade in here, dude. Well, I mean, I'm fine with giving them a little show. I mean, if, you know, all they had to do was ask. They didn't have to, but, you know, I guess that was a part of it for them. It might have been, yeah, it was sort of like a Jeffrey Dahmer thing. I mean, that's kind of some Jeffrey Dahmer shit there when you really think, it's really weird shit. Audio is better than Dr. Disrespect audio. Really? Well, if I play this back, have we had any clipping issues? It shouldn't be clipping out here. This ain't no real gamer girl in here, bro. Bro, you guys are trolling. What's the IG? Yeah, that's what I thought. You know, I mean, come on. It's a bunch of fucking men in here trying to be like, oh, yeah, I'm the gamer girl, Michael. It's just another attention thing.
Jack Dale donated €5.
Let's get it, Jack Dale coming through
Super Chat. You are the best, Michael.
That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate you. Jack Dale coming through. Jerry Lawler. How you doing? I mean, when you really break that video down, I honestly think Jerry Lawler was at fault because he didn't give me the time of day. I didn't have the money out, you know. He didn't want to give me the time of day. He was too busy talking with his bald friend. Too bad. He's going to get the heel promo. Jerry Lawler, how you doing? You know, still didn't want to give World Class the attention. I told him, that's bullshit, Jerry. You think I'm that naive, Jerry? Come on. I'd love to go 12 rounds with Jerry again. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Bald lesbian.
Let's get a bald lesbian coming through yet again.
99 cents through Super Chat. She will never love, and that's okay.
No, what do you mean?
Face.
The clipping makes... So we are clipping. I'm going to unmod SK if he's being a piece of shit. Okay. If we're clipping out here, we have failed. Okay? If we have clipped out here today, I'm going to delete the show. I told you guys it needed to be perfect audio out here today, and SK's either trolling or he's not. All right, we're going to have to end the show here. We got low battery, folks. 4%, 4%. This is it. This is it. We will likely be back later with either God of War Ragnarok or Sonic Frontiers later tonight, okay? God of War Ragnarok or Sonic Frontiers. We'll play through what one people decide or what they want to see or what makes the most sense, okay? So with that said, God of War Ragnarok right now, our journey, we beat the dragon, and it's either a 6 or a 7 out of 10, but when we stream it, it's usually a 4 out of 10 because, you know, they tell me, oh, I'm not doing the right thing. I didn't upgrade Kratos. I didn't do this. You know, it's just another Elden Ring situation. But with that said, we will give it another shot. God of War Ragnarok here, and I don't know if we're ever going to beat the game, but I guess we'll just see how the cookie crumbles, folks.
Chris H donated $4.
Why would you email me?
Through Super
That's fake.
Chat. There's no way.
Just put your IG in the chat. Like, you're fake. You're fake. There is no way. Chris H coming through. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. Chris H coming through. Oh, you're not. I'm not clipping. All right. Oh, the other day we had some audio issues. I thought you guys were trolling, and you guys were not trolling. We had severe audio issues the other day. Yeah, that was unacceptable. That was unacceptable in my opinion, but it is the way the cookie crumbles, folks at home. Hey there, mister. Who let the simpleton out of the asylum? Here we go, the last super chat of the day here.
SK donated $5 through Super Chat. You're not clipping now. I meant the other day.
Yeah. All right. Hell yeah. That's good to hear, bro. Hell yeah. We appreciate that. And I was just fucking around. I'm not going to unmod you. Although I was curious with what you were saying. SK coming through with the 5, the last super chat. All right, folks at home, that's going to do it. We do appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. Hopefully we made you feel something out here today. And with that said, we will be back later with either God of War Ragnarok or Sonic Frontiers. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. And with that said, it's over. Hey there, mister. Who let the simpleton out of the asylum?